What's up, guys, and welcome to what I'm calling Captain Killick. And with my legendary naming ability, I'm sure it won't change. I think it is a pirate-themed Metroidvania platformer. And if you've seen my other devlogs, you know I'm a crazy person and also working on a much larger 3D game as well. And I did just wrap up the Brackeys Game Jam, so I took about a week and a half off to do that. Before that, I did not like the idea of game jams. I never thought I would actually join one. But I did, and it was a lot of fun, and I actually completed a game, and I think that's what I really needed out of it, was a win for completing a project, buttoning it up, and being completely done with it. So go check that out if you want. My link's in my description to that. And the design so far I know is pretty innovative. It's going to have the typical double jump dash, different attacks. I do plan on having different weapons and armor, pirate coats, or for lack of a better term. Possibly ships as well. I haven't really figured out a way to incorporate ships besides it's just kind of unlocks different areas to get to the better, more equipped ship you have. And also some sort of mechanism for modding, upgrading your character, changing those abilities, maybe pirate charms, or maybe I shouldn't name it that. And one thing I really want to do, but I keep forgetting, is I need a parrot. Like, what kind of pirate doesn't have a parrot, you know? So for this type of game, I know the heal mechanic is usually pretty important. Mine is still a work in progress, but it is basically your character's arm is a gun. And when you shoot stuff and hit it, it spawns a health orb. And the basic upgrade will be just to drop that health orb. You have to go pick it up. But yay, there will be an upgrade that tracks to the enemy after player one. So then melee attacks will charge your gun charges. So you're kind of forced in between going from melee to ranged. And I'm not sure if I like this or not. It's still very much possible to change, and probably will. So the basic goal of the game is to recruit crew members to access and face off with the final island and the final boss. And my high level flow looks something like this, with a starting area, 3 main areas, all which will have one required boss to fight, and which will unlock things and allow you to get to that final island, right? And then each area will also have at least 2 more bosses and some puzzle areas or event areas as well to unlock better items and upgrades and stuff. And I'm also working with the idea of like plundering other ships. I'm thinking this is going to be procedurally generated, if I said that word right. Kind of random generated ships with treasure and loot and boss battles at the end of them. And this may sneak in and be kind of my end game. The scope and goal I'm looking at is I really want the core game to be about 5 hours if you play straight through, don't do any of the optional stuff. And then target about 15 hours if you do all the optional stuff. And I like hard games, so it's probably going to be pretty hard. So anybody who's made a 2D game like this knows the most of the time is probably spent doing artwork. And luckily I have a drawing tablet, so I can carry that around anywhere and I'm not locked down to my desktop. So that is what's really kept me excited and into working on a 2D game, is I can do it anywhere. But my basic routine is draw it on a piece of paper, draw it on my tablet, and then push it to Unity and animate and other junk. And I'll be honest, I thought I was going to get burnt out really fast on doing artwork, but I'm actually really enjoying it, which is weird. I don't know, something might be wrong with me. And I'm also getting a lot better at it. My first few characters and stuff that I animated as well don't really look that great anymore, so I'll probably have to go back and redo a lot of that stuff. Oh boy. And I will say the hardest thing has been the level design. I know it's hard to be creative, but with that being the first introduction devlog, I wanted to keep this pretty short and not to go into too many details since everything's new. So like and subscribe if you want, and hopefully I'll see you in the next official devlog 1, I guess, whatever.